As a child, it was a typical family, working class family. Mother worked, father worked. There was a lot of arguments, a lot of dysfunction, a lot of anger, and being the youngest of 4 boys, I felt left out. I was always alone, and in my house, as we grew up, everyone just wanted to get out of the house, grow up, get out of the house, and get away from each other. It really took a toll on me. And when I became a teenager, I started seeking out the acceptance and the peace from other things like drugs and alcohol, sex and women, failed relationships, or anything that could satisfy the need for something. I started doing drugs and being sneaky at a young age, probably around 13, like most everybody else. That's that age of curiosity. And it started with marijuana and stealing liquor from the grocery stores and from my parents. And then it progressed to cocaine, then crack, MDMA, ecstasy, methamphetamines, heroin, fentanyl. Really, I didn't discriminate, depending on who, what, when, and where, what I was doing and the availability, I would do it. It took a lot of years for me to come to the understanding that I was in a lot of trouble. I still managed to have good jobs, my family owned a business, I had money. Typically, it took a lot of years for anything to go wrong. But when it did, it started going wrong really fast and really bad, really quick. And by then it was out of control. I had lost everything and run everybody off. After arriving up to the property at A Better Way, my first day, October 27th, 2023, when we bent the hill, I noticed just a beautiful property, just houses in immaculate condition. The landscaping was just more than I could have ever imagined it to be. Upon turning into A Better Way, this sense of peace came over me, like I'm home and I'd never seen this place before. I did my intake and got introduced to my house at a Grace House. I met all the guys. They welcomed me with open arms. And I had never met any of these guys, and I felt right at home. But the one thing I noticed was Bucky Hammock. As I stood on the second floor looking over the property, there was a fella out there digging a grave. But the one thing that I knew and gave me peace about the place, Bucky was at peace with himself while he was doing that grave. And I watched him dig himself down, 7 feet down. And it never changed his attitude. And Bucky Hammock was an inspiration and an encouragement to me since the day I got here at A Better Way. The structure here at A Better Way at first was really tough. I had a chain gang mentality, I had a street mentality, I had a do what I want mentality. I had no concern for authority, much less anybody putting pressure on me against my own will. But over time, this small voice was in the back of my head telling me that if I walked out of here, I'd walk out of my kid's life and everything else I did in life. There was times that it got harder, and there's times that it just got peaceful, but it never stayed the same. It was a roller coaster like you could never imagine. The program is wonderful. It's tough, it's the hardest thing I ever done, but I'm very grateful to be able to have the opportunity to do it. The brotherhood here at A Better Way is like no other. Nobody holds anything against you for what you've done or what you do or how you act while you're here. No matter what you're going through, somebody at any time is going to come alongside you and give you the hug or the comfort or that encouraging word when you need it. And having 100+ guys around you is the best thing for somebody like myself and every other brother that's come through here when they're trying to find themselves. So my trip to Florida was it was a great experience. It was a chance after being in the program a little while to get in that break away from it, to go down and do a devotion in a different setting, to get a chance to come alongside of the other guys and get to know them, hear their story. The devotion on the beach was wonderful. I think there again, just a refreshing newness of area and surroundings and spiritual awakening that happens down there amongst everybody. And then, you know, the chance to sit down with Brother John and get to know him and some more of his story, and just have him give each and every one of us an encouraging word or some inspirational thoughts to help, you know, for us to carry on through the journey. And then the baptism was special in itself. You know, you have the sunset, you have the place, the setting, the Gulf. It's a once in a lifetime experience, and to do it with my brothers who are all like-minded and after the same thing, it speaks for itself. You know, it's an only God moment. You know, and again, it'll be something that's never forgotten. So A Better Way has definitely been a great vessel that God has used to not only give me patience, give me endurance, perseverance, change my mindset, and give me a new purpose in life. Everything that I've gained here will be a better tool for my kids. You know, not growing up in church or being around Christ-like people in my family. It's a chance to break the cycle in my family for my kids. So I just want to thank A Better Way, my brother, my dad, everyone that in the ministry that has come alongside me and prayed for me or lifted me up in a time of need, or just, you know, gave me that word when I was on the fence about leaving, you know, and just encouraged me to stay. And I thank you, and I love each and every one of you.